I don't know how long I've been here. Days? Weeks? Time has become meaningless in this godforsaken place. The hours blur together in an unrelenting haze of fear and confusion. What I do know is that I can't leave. Not through the door, not through the windows, nothing. It's like the world outside has turned its back on me, sealing me inside this place that no longer feels like my home. It started with the locks. One morning I woke up and went to unlock my front door, only to find an extra bolt that I swear wasn't there the night before. Confused, I slid it open and reached for the knob, but another lock appeared. I twisted it free. Another one. And another. My hands fumbled, breath hitching. No matter how many I unlatched, more kept appearing, like some sick joke, multiplying before my very eyes. My fingers trembled as I worked at the impossible mechanisms, each one clicking open only to be replaced by yet another. Panic set in. My pulse pounded in my ears as I clawed at the door, slamming my fists against the wood until they ached. Nothing. No escape. I ran to the window, expecting to see the street below, but my fourth-floor view of the city was gone. In its place, a wall. Plain, gray, and impossibly solid. It wasn't concrete, not exactly. It was something else, something unnatural. It was smooth, almost seamless, as if it had always been there. Every window, every vent, sealed. I was entombed in my own home, the apartment shifting into something alien, something that didn't want me to leave. At first, I tried to stay calm. I had food, water, electricity, but something was off. The air felt stagnant, thick, as if it had been trapped for decades. My TV only played static, each channel flickering between white noise and brief, distorted glimpses of dark figures standing just beyond the screen. My phone had no signal, only a black, lifeless void where the world used to be. And worst of all, the walls had begun to whisper. It started as a faint scratching inside the drywall, a persistent skittering, like something with nails too long and too sharp was trying to claw its way in, or out. At night, I pressed my ear against the wall, listening to the faint rustling, the soft scrape of movement. Then came the voices. At first, they were unintelligible murmurs, distant and hazy, like a radio frequency just out of reach. Then they grew clearer. They said my name, over and over. I stopped sleeping. The nights stretched on forever, punctuated only by the flickering of my bedroom light, the distorted sound of my own breathing, and the growing certainty that I wasn't alone. And then, the hole appeared. It started as a pinprick in my bathroom wall, no bigger than a thumbtack hole. A small imperfection in the otherwise featureless surface. But each time I looked at it had changed. First the size of a quarter, then a fist, then wide enough to see through. At first, it was just darkness, an abyss that made my skin crawl. But last night, I saw something. A face. It wasn't human. Hollowed-out eye sockets stretched too wide, lips curled in a jagged grin, skin gray and peeling, like something long dead but still aware. It was watching me. I scrambled back, heart hammering, but the thing never moved. It just stared, smiling. The grin never faltered, never shifted. Just a row of jagged, uneven teeth frozen in amusement. I don't know how long I sat there, paralyzed, before I forced myself to move. I taped the hole shut, covered it with my bathroom mirror. But I can still hear it breathing behind the glass. The whispers grew into voices. They started calling me by name, coaxing me closer. At first, it was gentle, almost soothing, like the comforting words of an old friend. Then, it became a desperate plea. "Let us in," they whisper. "We can help." But I know better. I know what's waiting. The food is running low. I swore I had enough for weeks, but something is wrong. My cabinets seem emptier every time I check. Boxes I haven't touched have been opened, their contents missing. It's like something is feeding on my supplies, something I can't see. My water bottles have puncture holes, leaking away drop by drop. Am I drinking more than I realize? Or is something else drinking it for me? And the dreams. Oh God, the dreams. Every time I close my eyes, I see them. Figures standing at the edges of my vision, shifting just beyond the light. I feel cold hands brushing against my skin, their touch lingering, even after I jolt awake. The worst part? When I wake up, there are fingerprints on my arms. Dark, bruised, unmistakable. The kind of marks left by something that doesn't belong in this world. I tried to call for help. I pounded on the walls, screamed at the top of my lungs. My throat burned from yelling. My fists ached from hammering against the unyielding walls. Nothing. No one. The silence outside is complete. Absolute. Like the world itself has vanished, like I am the last person left in existence. Then, the hole reappeared. The mirror cracked, a thin fracture splitting it in half, revealing the darkness beneath. It's larger now. Something is moving inside. I don't want to look, but I can't help myself. It's closer. It's waiting. I don't know how much longer I can take this. My mind is unraveling. The walls are closing in. The voices are growing louder. If anyone hears this, if anyone finds this, please, help me. Before it finds a way through. Before I disappear like the others.